Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm so happy to be here with you. Welcome back to Into Deep Waters. Today I want to talk about marriage. Not the social media version or the highlight reels. I'm talking about real marriage. The kind that gets tested through the storms, the toughest storms. It faces disappointments and sometimes make you lean on God more than you ever thought you would. Because here's what I've learned after almost 30 years of marriage. The third chord isn't something you appreciate most on your wedding day. You appreciate it in the hard seasons. Let's look at Ecclesiastes 4, verse 12. It says, though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of three strands is not quickly broken. Most people hear that verse at weddings and it makes for a beautiful wedding message. But the older I get, the more I realize it's a verse for survival. Because if you want longevity in your marriage, life is going to happen. I'm sorry. There will be misunderstandings, disappointments, challenges, and seasons that will test you. Some days are wonderful, some days are hard. And that's exactly where the third chord matters most. That third chord is God. It's not religion, not appearances, not pretending that everything is okay. God. Because when two people stay connected to Him, they have something stronger than emotions holding them together. And trust me, emotions can change, feelings can change, circumstances can change, but God never does. One thing God has really been showing me lately is how easy it is to focus on what we want Him to change in our spouse. Meanwhile, He's over here trying to work on us. Sometimes the greatest thing you can do for your marriage isn't focusing on changing the other person. It's allowing God to keep changing you. My husband and I are about to celebrate 30 years of marriage. Praise God. We've walked through health scares, financial pressures, family struggles, disappointments, seasons of hurts, and moments that tested us. There were times when life felt so heavy, times when we didn't have all the answers, times when we had to trust God one day at a time. But somehow here we are, still standing, still growing, still learning, still choosing each other. And most importantly, still choosing God. And for me personally, this means even more because I didn't grow up with a picture of what a lasting marriage looked like. I grew up in a single parent home. I didn't know my father. Broken homes and broken relationships weren't uncommon in my family history. They were the pattern. Generation after generation, the cycle just kept repeating itself. But God stepped into the story, and what I've learned is that generational cycles can be broken when God becomes the center. Not because marriage suddenly becomes easy, not because problems disappear, but because the third chord is stronger than any storm. Every time we choose to keep God in the middle, in the center of our marriage, He carried us through another season after season after season. In fact, even just last week, my husband and I had a misunderstanding. Nothing major, just one of those moments where communication broke down and feelings got involved. And honestly, we had a decision to make. We could stay frustrated, we could allow offense to grow, we could spend the rest of the day trying to prove our point. Instead, we took the time and talked it through and tried to understand where the other person was coming from. And most importantly, we chose to let love win. I think that's one of the greatest lessons God has taught me about marriage. Love isn't always a feeling. Sometimes it's a decision. It can look like forgiveness. It can look like laying down your pride. It can look like choosing understanding over being right. And sometimes it means choosing unity when your emotions are telling you to pull away. That's where the third chord matters, right? Because when God is in the middle, the goal stops being about winning. It becomes about honoring Him. Let's look at Ephesians 4, verses 2 and 3. It says, be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. Unity doesn't happen by accident. It takes effort. It takes grace. It takes forgiveness. It takes two people who are willing to keep bringing their marriage back to God. A strong marriage isn't built by two perfect people. It's built by two imperfect people who keep choosing God over and over again. Through every season, through every storm, through every victory and every challenge, because survival in a marriage is a decision. It's deciding that you're going to keep showing up, keep communicating, keep forgiving, and keep inviting God into the middle of it all, even when it's hard, even when your feelings are all over the place, even when you don't feel understood. And that's why the third chord matters so much. It doesn't prevent storms, it helps you survive them. So if your marriage is going through a difficult season right now, let me encourage you. Don't stop praying. Don't stop believing. And don't stop inviting God into the middle of it. Because the same God who carried us through 30 years is still carrying marriages today. My husband and I didn't make it 30 years because we're perfect. We made it 30 years because God has been perfect. All right, you guys, that is all I have for you today. Thank you all so much for joining me. I pray this encouraged you to seek God more deeply, stay grounded in truth, and live a life that truly reflects the kingdom of God. If this message blessed you, please be sure to say so in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue growing deeper together. And until next time, stay close to God.